Hey guys, what's up? It's Game Trains and Being Rain back again with another video. And today I'm going to be describing everything that at least I know about in this Thomas the Tank Engine Iceberg. Now this is from the Thomas the Tank Engine Reddit. So yeah. So the first one is Thomas and the Magic Railroad Director's Cut. Now, that all Thomas fans should know about, but I'll explain it anyway. Pretty much in the early states of development for Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Britt had this entire thing planned out. But in the end, they had to cut it down and shave it by a lot. So Britt wasn't that happy. Alright, the missing coach. The missing coach is the missing episode of Thomas the Tank Engine. They were halfway through it. The missing coach is supposed to be Donald and Douglas's introduction episode. But they ended up moving it to Donald and Douglas. And so the reason why Britt cut the missing coach was because she thought that it was too complex for kids to just think about. Railway series is the set of stories before. Gordon goes for an adaptation. Now that there is many photos online of the one piece of storyboard of this photo right here up in the corner of Gordon and Big City Engine, and it said that it was just going to be Henry with added windshields or side plates. 2021 reboot trailer leaked. I'm not going to talk about that one because everyone should already know about that. CGU enders of old characters. Now that is something that I don't know about, so I can't talk about it. Thomas and meme culture. Sorry if the audio was bad. I just realized that my headphones were on backwards. Thomas the Tank Engine. That's all I need to say. Reverend Audrey exists in the show. That is true. He is a thin clergyman. Lady's life-size model, Restore the Magic. Fergus's model was destroyed after the rock slide scene. Mark Lane engine, used for almost every single engine. Tugs, Thomas's sister show. Down the Mine pilot was never aired, but there is one scene that still exists today that is in the actual episode of Down the Mine. Mr. Perkins. Everyone who grew up on Thomas that was born around at least 2009 or 2010 should know Mr. Perkins. 2021 reboot toys. Crap. Duck in the Steam Team. They were originally going to put Duck in the Steam Team, but they ended up cutting him to make room for Emily, so that way a female engine could be put into that role. Early Thomas and Gordon models. Down the Mine pilot. Flying Scotsman and Tender engines. The photo over there. That is... Some people think that they actually made the entire model, but they just couldn't show it all. But what really happened was that they were so rushed with recording that they only built the two tenders. They couldn't make the actual engine. Hit era characters. Do I really have to talk about that? I mean, I don't know how I could. Murdoch's concept livery. So Murdoch was supposed to have the maroon color that Arthur is. Big Mickey and Thomas and Tugs. Big Mickey is a crane that always stood right next to Cranky, and is a crane that always appeared doing random jobs around Knapford Harbor. Gender neutral Rusty. Yeah, originally Rusty was gender neutral. Barry the Rescue Engine, I have no idea what the heck that is. Sad Story of Henry Pilot, that is something from back in 1953 with the BBC. It was like a live recording. So when Henry came off the rails, a hand had to come and put him back on the tracks. Large scale Sir Handel, I cannot tell you about that because I have no idea what it is. Narrow gauge railway in season 6, I don't know. The show took place in the 1950s. Sounds right because that's when the diesels were starting to just come in. Models made to promote railway series books. I don't know what that means. Big World, Big Adventures is not canon? Sounds right to me. Timothy the Ghost Engine. That makes sense. Timothy is an engine that is an E2 and is a demon. So here's the story. One time, Timothy was just pulling his normal train. Something happened. He didn't know what happened to him. He started to go crazy. His eyes started to glow red. He had demonic thoughts. He tried to kill everybody on his train, but he ended up killing himself. And the coaches were uncoupled, so he only killed himself. Timothy replaced Boko. I have no idea what Timothy you're talking about. Timothy, the engine from the Clay Pits, or Timothy the Ghost Engine, I don't know. Duncan mentioned in Don't Bother Victor. I haven't seen Don't Bother Victor, so I cannot talk about that. Season 12 production images, oh, they're scary. Henry and Diamond Mine Pilot, I have no idea what that's about, so. Stanley replaced by Smudger, I don't know. James's model destroyed during Thomas and the Magic Railroad, I'm not sure about that. George and Thomas and the Magic Railroad. George was originally supposed to be one of Diesel 10's henchmen, but something happened that it either couldn't get shipped over to Canada or it got damaged while it was getting shipped over. Railway series Diesel faces, I don't know what you're talking about. P.T. Boomer. P.T. Boomer is a character that was cut from Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Oh yeah, right here. Samuel does not exist. Thank you for this. Thomas is down in E2. Sounds strange. Beta reboot footage. I hate it. Cartoonito. Diesel 10 with a Russian accent in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Now, that was the original voice, but they said that it was too scary, so they switched it over to a New Jersey accent. And I'm from New Jersey, but I don't have a New Jersey accent. I don't know what it is. Annie and Clarabelle with gray faces. Originally in season 12, to make animating easier, they were going to give Annie and Clarabelle gray faces. But in the end, they didn't. Unused face masks. There are a lot of them. Cancelled Jack in the Pack episodes. More than half of the season, as well as other seasons cancelled. Jack in the Pack scrap character Nigel over here. Nigel was supposed to be a hauler, but they already had a character introduced that was a hauler, that being Nelson. Cancelled Tugs episodes. Yes, they were going to have a lot more, but they ended up just cutting it. Elderly Thomas face. The face that is commonly used for Timothy the Ghost Engine. It was a trick made by David Mitton himself. He played it during the production of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. When the cameraman was going to get up in front of the camera, he realized that something was wrong with Thomas, and David had a good chuckle. Thomas and the Stinky Cheese CGI test footage. A lot of people should have seen that if they're a Thomas fan, so I don't want to talk about it, and I shouldn't have to. Misty Island Rescue takes place in the 1960s. I don't know. The show does not have a constant timeline. I don't know. Take Along Mike. There are plenty of them. Ladies' prototype faces. They're scary. Rickerstown Sheds and Rusty to the Rescue. I don't know. Wilbur 16 theory. I mean, they're the same exact type engine, but that doesn't mean they are the same engine. Billy in season 13. Well, I mean, I'm happy that they didn't bring him. Thomas the Tank Engine, Rule 34, and character ships. I'm fine with the shipping, but I don't know about Rule 34, so. Jock's Ertl. Jock, the other, small gauge engine, has an Ertl toy. It's still, available to buy on eBay, but it doesn't make any sense why they made it. He appeared for, one book. I mean, I'm not so sure, because I haven't read Christopher Rogers Railway series, because I'm trying to get the entire thing, but it's way too expensive. Christopher Rogers, if you are watching this, please make another one that is much cheaper. Trackmaster 2 designed after knockoffs. I don't know. Spectral Breaker-In was killed, most likely. Bertram has a tank engine. Bertram, picture on the side, was intentionally meant to be a tank engine, which carried on to his early Thomas Wooden Railway toy. But due to budget restraints, they had to make him just a repaint of Duke with Smudger's face. See? There we go. Hero of the Rails Season 12 style. Yes, there are face masks made for Hero of the Rails, but they ended up switching it over to CGI before they were able to make the models. Let's see. Obscure characters from magazine stories. Never read them. Boko's brother. I don't know about that. Bash and Dash don't have drivers. Makes sense. Steven was going to have a cab. He was going to, but they ended up scrapping it. Bash and Dash's bases are narrow gauge. Actually, let me see about that real quickly. Okay, guys, I just looked at it. There's absolutely no way that they can be narrow gauge. Now, where was I? Aha. Engines outside of Soto do not have faces in the Railway series. True, but not true. Henry was replaced. Correct. George is Ertl. He does have one. Splatter, Dodger, and Dennis in Day of the Diesels. Yes, they were supposed to be appearing then, but they ended up being scrapped all in all, which we obviously saw. Boko and Hank in Big World Big Adventures. That would have been cool. Sandy. Moving on. Stepney in the reboot. That would be nice. That would make it just a wee bit better. Peel Godred electric engines. Original work print of Day of the Diesels. Not sure. Culdifell Railway mentioned in 2012 learning segment. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna have to check. Hold on. Guys, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I did not find it, so that sucks. Vickerstown Tramway engines. Don't know about that. Mr. Percival is in charge of the Culdifell. That is wrong. Mr. Percival doesn't exist in the Culdifell Railway. Or, he didn't exist in the Railway series, so that means he can't be controlling the Culdifell. Plus, they already have their own controller. Wait, I already read that. It wants to bring back Culdifell. I mean, it makes sense, because there was Culdifell-looking tracks in the background of some of the episodes from the hit era. Anyways, Derek in Bust My Buffers. I don't know. Duke in Kevin the Steamy. Hold on. Luck is not on my side. I cannot find anything. I mean, I know what the photo looks like, but I cannot find it. Smudger/Stanley doesn't exist. I mean, I think so. Frankie's Wood prototype. I don't know anything about that. Annie is short for Annabelle. That would make sense. The Railway series has its own theme. I have no idea. Culdifell engine's rear face is removed in Korea. That's stupid. Scotsman's model was partially built. See, explaining what I said earlier with the second layer. Now, the final layer, the deepest that it can go. Super Rescue scrapped adaptation. I have no idea. Bear and D199 possible models. I have a model in Trains A New Era that's from the What If series on Sodor Workshops, and it's TV series Spamcan. Ari and Bert's triplet, yes, appeared in one game. The Arlesdale Railway in the model series. That would have been cool. Hit toy company Trackmaster Daisy. Yes, she was going to be made, but then she was scrapped. Trackmaster Bash and Dash prototypes. I don't want to talk about them. If you want to, you can just go search on Tons of Trackmasters channel about Bash and Dash. You'll get the video. The N-Word and Henry the Green Engine. I didn't see it, and I have a book of all the Reverend Railway series. Rebecca replaced by Connor. Yay, but boo. Coldefell Railway possibly planned to be in Blue Mountain Mystery. That would have been understood. Nah. Toby had 2 faces. Yes, and there was one illustration that incorrectly portrayed him with 2 faces. I don't know how that was known since Toby was facing forward. Lyrics to the 1970s Railway Series musical. I had no idea that there was one. And finally, Big Mickey's unused tug face. Yeah, it's creepy, but yeah, this isn't just gonna be that. I'm going to be just scrolling through the Reddit for Thomas. Most Texans hate snow, but the Canadians were used to it. Some Railway Series edits on Roblox. Yeah. No. Real life Thomas, Edward, and work in progress Henry. Now they look very good. Very, very good. Oh no. I'm not gonna read that. Knapford Station and Gmod. The fandom right now, if Mattel actually did something right for once in their lives. Yay. As we head over for the 30th anniversary of Playrail Thomas in 2022, what was your first time getting a Playrail Thomas toy from the 90s, 2000s, or 2010s? I don't own any Playrail. Today's mood. No thanks. Am I the only one who think these trucks look less of troublesome, more like traumatized? Yes, they do. They do. Henry. Ringo. I like Ringo. Why do people like George? No offense to him, but George Carlin sucks. Even though, if I'm right, George Carlin might have passed away. Look, I'm not trying to shame George Carlin. I just thought, it's just, I thought that it's just what I think. Yeah.
Are your subscriptions getting out of hand?
Shut up. Hold on, guys. Alright, guys. So this is my most recent Thomas and Friends item pickup. Yeah, I'm hacking the system. So this is the first thing that I picked up. It is something that, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, every Thomas fan has had, and it is the Ertl City of Churro. Now, City of Churro is the famous visitor, and in real life is considered and skeptic of being the first engine to go over 100 miles an hour. Yeah, but so this model, it's just great to have another one after I lost my first one. Now, these were a pack. I already have Ertl Henrietta. I might do something with her, like turn her into a craft, because I'm making a craft and I might need these. I mean, I'm not saying that I definitely will tear her apart. I'm saying that I might. But I might also, like make a little Henrietta train, because I have another one at home. Like right now I'm just like visiting a family. Then this is Mr. Toad. Well, hello there, viewers. Yes, he's in a bad condition, but he was well loved, and that's good to know. Now, if you want to like know proportions of a wooden railway engine, it's like from this if you have an Ertl Toad and you want to like know what the proportions are for a wooden railway engine, just like go from like right here, like this side, to that side, because like that fits perfectly on wooden railway tracks. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. I'm sorry that it was just like really weird and it was mainly taken up by the iceberg. But yeah, I feel bad about that. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But as I always say, stay gaming, stay training, and always be vain. Bye guys.